When the atomic bombs were dropped, a prehistoric creature from the depths of the ocean has awoken from it. The king of the monsters himself, Godzilla, has been trashing your home for ages now. Godzilla is amphibious, being able to fight in water and on land. The spines on his back are sharp enough to amputate entire limbs. The prehensile tail can be used in fights for toppling enemy monsters or tripping up his opponents. He uses his claws and teeth for slashing and chomping into opponents, but his main power is using his atomic breath. Often mistaken for fire, Godzilla charges up so much energy he fires out a concentrated blast of nuclear energy. This power is strong enough to destroy a man-made black hole and is accurate enough to hit a meteor from outer space, and its power level can be amped up. He can shoot fireballs and use his atomic breath to fly. He is also intelligent, learning of his opponent's strategy and strengths over time. Godzilla is very durable. He has survived being reduced to nothing but a beating heart. How did he survive that? Because in his blood he has a special cell called Regenerator G1. This allows Godzilla to heal from pretty much anything. Godzilla's main weaknesses are any form of electricity. Dr. Shirogami's anti-nuclear energy bacteria. A second brain on his spine that if destroyed can kill him. Dr. Shirazawa's oxygen destroyer. Godzilla is also very bulky, and agile opponents like Megaguirus can easily overpower him, but is eventually destroyed by him. And if he absorbs too much radiation, he goes into a world-ending meltdown. Godzilla can also be defeated by depleting his supply of nuclear energy. Mainly this is accomplished by fighting him for a very long time and hitting him with a buttload of firepower. When his energy runs out, he loses consciousness. It would seem he can remain in this state indefinitely, and all it takes is a bit of radioactivity to recharge his power. But Godzilla has proven us one thing: he is the king of the monsters. One day, an alien from a race called the Ultraman came to Earth. He fused with the body of a human and started fighting monsters that kills and destroys. Ultraman's fighting style was originally very simplistic, mainly punches, kicks, and the occasional throw. But as time went on, more techniques were added to his roster. His background as a martial artist was put to use in fights. Several of Ultraman's attacks are made of techniques from judo, such as the attack ray. He even has his own set of fighting moves: Ultra Headbutting, Ultra Chop, Ultra Punch, too bad it's not Falcon Punch, Ultra Kick, Dive Kick, Rotate Neck Tighten, Ultra Swing, Dropped Rock, Flying Mare, Monkey Flip, Neck Hanging, Headlock, and Extraordinary Jumping. He also has a large arsenal of destructive powers, like the Specium Ray. With this, he can fire a powerful beam from his right vertical hand that can destroy monsters in one hit. The Ultra Attack Ray, more powerful than the Specium Ray. All of his body's energy spirals around his right arm and out his closed fist in the form of a wave of green energy rings that hits the foe. But when Ultraman crosses his arms and clenches his fist, the foe explodes. With Ultra Slash, Ultraman can form a buzzsaw-like energy disc in his hand and toss it at foes. Can slice through monsters can also separate into two saws in midair, or he can fire two from his hand at once. In whatever form he fires them, they can home in on a foe. Ultraman can fire the Slash Ray, a stream of arrow-shaped rays from his hand when he places his other hand above it. Can also have explosive effects. Ultra Air Catch. Ultraman extends his arms directly in front of him and fires a white laser from both of his hands. He then moves one of his arms to a 90-degree angle. Ultra Air Catch V2, also known as the Ultra Anti-Gravity Ray, a beam that can lift the opponent into the air. Fluoroscope allows Ultraman to see invisible objects or monsters. Ultra discernment beams from Ultraman's eyes are used to remove the barrier of Baltnand and Ultra Rings. Ultraman can spin around so fast that he creates energy rings used to capture, slash, and snare foes. Ultraman can even fly, teleport, which drained a lot of his solar energy, Ultra Shower, where he shoots water out of his hand, and 2 kinds of Ultra Barriers to shield him from attack. Ultraman possesses in his chest a color timer which functions as its warning light. When he is losing his power or he is extremely weak, his color timer changes into a red violet and starts blinking when Ultraman is suffering either via losing power, damaged by contamination of a planet, or he is extremely hurt. His main weakness is that he runs on solar energy. The Earth's atmosphere weakens the Ultramen the longer they stay because it naturally filters out the majority of light that reaches its surface. If he does not have the required amount of sunlight, he won't function for any significant amount of time. But he is an experienced monster fighter, even killing a direct ripoff of Godzilla. I mean, they don't even try to hide it. It's literally a Godzilla costume with a frill. Heck, even the monster breathes blue fire. Very similar to the Showa Godzilla. So in the end, you can also say he has killed a quote-unquote Godzilla before. So can Godzilla defeat the Ultraman, or will Ultraman defeat Godzilla? Let's find out. Fight! So why did Godzilla win? Ultraman was much more agile than Godzilla and has more combat experience, but Godzilla easily trumped Ultraman in almost everything else. Godzilla can fight as long as he wants, while Ultraman has to leave the Earth every 3 minutes to recharge. They have a larger arsenal they can use to attack Godzilla with, but Godzilla has fought monsters with huge arsenals before, most notably the Mecha Godzillas. And Godzilla's durability really played an important role in the fight. He has been reduced to a beating heart and he survived. He was sucked into a black hole and he survived it. He fell into a volcanic part of the ocean and climbed out of a volcano without a scratch. And as you could have guessed, Ultraman never had that kind of durability. Heck, he couldn't stay on the planet for more than 3 minutes.
It didn't help Ultraman that Godzilla has already fought opponents with his most useful of his abilities, flight and lasers, and going into a fight with Godzilla up close and personal has already been proven to be a bad idea from the very start, since most of the monsters and robots that fight him are always either destroyed or killed by him. And plus, Gyras, the Godzilla ripoff, is not that similar to him, other than the body shape and his fire breath. So in the end, Godzilla is still the king of the monsters. The winner is Godzilla.